Hello well-wishers and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very beautiful and a popular short story by O. Henry called The Gift of Magi. So grab our virtual seats and let's begin. Let's know about the writer first. O. Henry is the pen name of William Sidney Porter, who was an American short story writer. He was born on September 11, 1862. In North Carolina and died on June 5, 1910. His stories are known for their wit and surprise endings. So let's see what is the surprise or the twist in the story that we are going to do today. The Gift of the Magi was written and published in 1905. The story is set against the backdrop of the early 20th century in New York City. And O. Henry's stories often reflect his experience with ordinary people, the struggles in their day-to-day life, and provides insight into the working of human nature. Now, to tell you about what is the meaning of Magi or the title of the story, it's basically a reference to the wise men who, according to the story of the Bible, had brought gifts to baby Jesus. In the Christian biblical story, when Jesus Christ was born, it is believed that three wise men brought gifts for Jesus Christ by following the direction of the star. Okay, so those gifts were very, very important and significant in the story. Similarly, taking inspiration from this biblical story, O. Henry has used that same reference over here to suggest those people who are selfless, they are wise, and they represent the modern day wise men. There are two characters in the story. We have Della, the wife, and we have Jim, his full name being James Dillingham Young. He is the husband. So let's see what the story is all about. So the first part of the story I have named as Della's Dilemma. Now Della, the wife, she discovers that she only has $1.87 to buy a Christmas gift for her husband Jim. We all know that Christmas is a time where people exchange gifts, and that is true for all festivals. This is one such way where we try to show our love and our kindness towards the people we love and towards the poor people in general also. So here, because it's Christmas time, Della wants to give a gift to her husband, but she does not have enough money. They live in a modest flat. Modest means that they are lower middle class kind of people. They do not have too much money. They are not very rich, and they have very limited means within which they survive and carry out their day-to-day activities. Now at this time, Della decides to sell her beautiful long hair to a wig maker, Madame Sophronie, to buy a gift for Jim, because she looks around and the only thing that she thinks she can sell off and get money to buy gift for her husband is by she had very long beautiful hair, and Jim really admired these long beautiful hair, but she realizes that that is the only thing she can give away from whatever she sees around her. She'll be able to get the money and be able to give a gift to her dear husband Jim. After this, gift hunting begins. Della sells her hair for $20 and she goes on looking around for what could be a perfect gift for her husband. Then she discovers a platinum fob chain for Jim's watch, which she buys for $21, because remember, initially she had $1.87, so she knows that her husband has a pocket watch. Now in those times, people, especially men, they did not have wrist watches. You can take an example of the Apple Watch that we have today. You have the main watch, and then we go on buying fancy straps to attach to our watch and based on the dress that we are wearing. So similarly, in those days, they did not have a proper full-fledged wristwatch. There used to be a chain also along with it. So she decides on buying a platinum chain. You can imagine in those times, even platinum is something which is a very precious and a very nice gift, they think, for like just as we have gold in India, similarly in foreign countries they value platinum more. So Della sacrifices her hair for her husband Jim. So Della's sacrifice over here shows how deeply she loves her husband Jim, as she parts with her most prized possession, that is her hair, to make Jim happy. See, this is the reference I was making to the Apple Watch, which has multiple straps. Now this is one such example which I have seen most recently, and I feel you all will be able to relate to. But there are many watches which are there in the market for which you can get the strap changed. So for Apple Watches, this is an extra attraction, that you get multiple ones, you get it in different metals, you get it pearl studded chain ones. So that is exactly what even Della thinks, that she's going to buy one such kind of a chain for her husband's pocket watch. Now remember, it is not just Della who loves her husband, Jim too loves his wife. Della, after having bought the watch chain, rushes home and she styles her hair differently, preparing for the return of Jim, because she knows that Jim will be able to find out about how she's cut her hair off. So she goes back home and quickly styles her hair in a different manner, so that Jim is not able to identify what she's done with her hair, and in the meantime her hair will grow back. So Jim at this time arrives home with a surprise for his wife. What has he done? He has sold off his watch to buy combs for Della's hair. Now Della receives the combs from Jim, but what is the twist or the irony of the situation? The comb which was intended for her hair, to make her hair look beautiful, is gone. So what is the crux of the matter? Despite the sacrifice made by Jim and Della, the couple cherishes the thought and the love behind their gifts. Jim sold his watch so that he could buy combs for Della's hair. So whatever gift Della had bought, that is the chain, is no longer relevant. Similarly, Jim's gift of the comb is also not relevant, because Della has already cut off her hair. Jim reveals that he sold his watch to buy the combs, and Della appreciates this sacrifice. So the story emphasizes the true value of a gift lies in the meaning, the love and the sacrifice behind it, rather than the material possession of it. We see the theme of sacrifice as central to the story, because both Jim and Della make a sacrifice for each other out of love. Della sacrifices her most prized possession, that is her long hair, to buy a gift for Jim, while Jim sells his heirloom, the gold watch, to buy combs for Della's hair. So the willingness of the characters to give up something so valuable to them highlights the depth of their love and commitment to making the other person happy. Secondly, the story challenges the traditional notion of material gift giving by highlighting that more than the gift, it is the thought and the sacrifice behind the gift which is more important. And we see the story brings out an irony, that is, the irony adds a layer of complexity, creating a sense of, love and sacrifice that is highlighted in the story. We also see the story suggesting that blessings and gifts are not always immediately apparent. Della and Jim's sacrifices seem to render their gifts temporarily useless, but actually there is a hidden true meaning behind it. That is, ultimately they realize through this the depth of love that they have for one another. So we see how this short story explores the themes of sacrifice, the true meaning of gift giving, and the beauty that lies in hidden blessings. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.